In another one of those, they're finally saying the quiet part out loud stories, James O'Keefe with OMG released another blockbuster exposé on Monday night. This time it featured tech giant IBM. Courtesy of an undisclosed IBM whistleblower, video from a particularly disgraceful Zoom meeting shows IBM's diverse CEO Arvind Krishna, who for the record, like myself, is Indian, smiling lovingly like an elderly grandpa, while at the same time illegally threatening mid-level executives at IBM and its affiliates with financial sanctions, bonuses, termination, those kinds of sanctions, if they don't hire more black people and women. Toot sweet, like right now, pronto. However, there's one group that our beloved CEO feels that IBM can do without, and that's, oh no, not whites, well, that's a given. It's Asians, that's right, Asians. I'm guessing that Asians of all types, including South Asians, like Arvind himself. Now, if you were thinking, thank goodness Mr. Krishna's woke hiring nonsense was confined to IBM, you would be sadly mistaken. It's permeated culture, corporate culture, and all kinds of culture everywhere. Our discriminatory CEO, based on his words, not mine folks, just what he says, allegedly also sits on the boards of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York and defense contractor Northrop Grumman, both of which are obviously waist deep in the U.S. security state apparatus, as they're basically in bed with government or our government. Could his nonsense impact those entities? Well, I'll leave you to draw your own conclusions on that one. Watching these tyrants in action, all I can say is, how far do they think they would have risen themselves in a corporate structure like the one they envision for others? One not built on meritocracy, but gender and racial quotas. Is there any chance they would have succeeded at all to these high-level positions they're currently holding if they had been subjected to the same ideology? I'm thinking not. Elon Musk, who himself has repeatedly been sued by the government for hiring practices, namely they wanted him to hire illegals, and should know what's going on behind the scenes, immediately chimed in, calling IBM's policies obviously illegal. Looks though, Mr. Krishna's comments will keep IBM busy, at least the legal department, as it wasn't even 24 hours before the first lawsuit dropped, alleging a culture of, guess what folks, that's right, systemic racism and illegal racist hiring quotas at IBM. Payback sure a bitch, ain't it? Who could have seen that one coming? Certainly not Mr. Krishna, by the looks of it. I mean, it's kind of odd though for a very smart guy. It's a brand new story, folks, and it's still in the hot takes and dissemination phase. My takeaway from this story is that there seems to be a rebellious whistleblower culture inside these once great, now woke corporations. And that for those that work there, it's still shocking to hear things like this, even in a closed Zoom meeting, which means everyone hasn't drank the woke Kool-Aid just yet, and that the wider culture and corporate culture might still have some fight left in it. Enough, it seems, to oppose draconian civilizational overlords like our very own South Asian Arvind Krishna. Anyway, I do appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Please post any comments you have in the comment section. You can also follow me on my Rumble, my Locals account. I'm also at Twitter X at Camera612, and I will see you next time.